everyone, again, it's been a little bit, but today I'm going to talk to you about some of the new books that I've just gotten that I'm adding to my TBR, some of my favorite books that I've read in the past month or so, and some of my general favorite things that I think you guys might be interested in, like movies, TV shows, and music that I'm liking lately, so here goes nothing. So the first thing that I'm really excited about that I got this month are these special editions of Jane Austen's books, and I have Mansfield Park and Emma here because I have something similar to these copies in Pride and Prejudice and Sense and Sensibility, but I haven't had these yet, and I believe I have some more coming in the mail because I couldn't find them at the store that look like this, but they're so beautiful. This is what Emma looks like. This is what Mansfield Park looks like. These next three are books that I got yesterday, and one of them I already started reading. So the first one is A Court of Thorn and Roses by J Maas. So far it's great. I'm about 60 pages in. I started it yesterday. It follows Feyre, who is a human in this land that's divided by like a fairy world, and they're like dark, and the humans have always been warned against messing with the fairies. And she and her family are really poor, and she is in charge of, bringing food back for her family. And one day she is on the hunt for a deer, and a wolf comes and kind of is about to steal her, kill all that food for her family to survive during the winter. And so she kills the wolf, and then gets the deer and brings it back home. And then come to find out that the wolf is actually a fairy, and she has to pay for taking the life of the wolf, so she has to go to the fairylands that they've been warned against their whole lives and live there. And it's really cool so far, and I definitely recommend it. So a lot of the time the books that I talk about on here are more young adult or the new adult, but what some of you might not know is I'm an English major, and my concentration is more modern British lit, and I'm really obsessed with books about World War II, not necessarily set in America, and so I had to pick up All the Light We Cannot See by, Anthony Doerr? And this follows two kids and how their life kind of mingles with each other. One lives in Paris, and she goes blind at like age 6, and so apparently the descriptions are just like magnificent and beautiful for her, like being blind. And then the other boy grows up in Germany, in Nazi Germany, and their lives intermix. I'm not quite sure how yet because I have not read it, but it was named one of the top 10 best books by the New York Times in 2014, and I've been told it's really brilliant, so I'm so excited to get into this. Okay, and then the next one I got is more for the hype, because I'm excited for the movie to come out, and that's Me and Earl and the Dying Girl by Jessie Andrews. Yes, Jessie Andrews. And this is the movie cover. I don't normally like getting the movie cover, but I thought this one was prettier than the actual cover, so I bought it. And I really just love the back. It says it's a universally acknowledged truth that high school sucks, and that's how it starts out. And it's about this boy, Greg. Yes, Greg. His mom kind of puts him on this mission to become friends with, apparently her name is not mentioned on the back, but he becomes friends with a girl who has cancer, and apparently it's really funny, really endearing, and I'm excited to read it. I think the natural comparison is The Fault in Our Stars, but I've heard that it diverges from that. So I'm excited to read it, and then I'll probably end up going to see the movie too, so that'll be exciting. Okay, and as I promised, my favorite movie I've seen this month. So I went and saw Far From the Madding Crowd, which is an adaptation of Thomas Hardy's book of the same title. And I kind of went into it not really knowing what to expect, but loving the trailer profusely. And so it follows a young woman Miss Everdeen. I'm like blanking on her first name. But she like grows up on a modest, you know, farm, meets a farmer man named Mr. Gabriel Oak, who's beautiful, and she figures out that she inherits this land from her uncle who passes away, and sort of falls into this like love triangle thing, and she's like a strong woman doing her own thing. And the love triangle, she's always like, I don't want to get married, which is like sweet, like not what you see normally during that time. But yeah, and it's Carey Mulligan who plays the main girl, and she's great, and I loved it. It was really, really well done. So I suggest that one. For a TV show, I am gonna pick one that has not come out yet, but it does come out at the end of June, and that's My Mad Fat Diary. If you have not watched it, it will change your life. It changed my life. I recommend it to everyone. But it's about Earl, who grows up, I believe they're in like in 1997 when the first series happens, or 1996. It follows her after she gets out of a mental hospital and her trying to find her group of friends while dealing with this issue of hurting herself. One, because she feels inadequate because of her weight, and she has a strange relationship with food. I just don't know what else to say about this show because it's so wonderful and it's beautifully written, and it handles mental illness in a way that I've never seen a show handle it before. I know it's helped so many people that have watched it. It's just so real, and the writing is great, and the actors are brilliant. And can we talk about Finn Nelson? Nico Mirlegro, Finn Nelson, one and the same, beautiful, love him. It's all great. If you've watched it, let's talk about it. If you haven't, do it now because it's so worth it. It's honestly the best TV show I've ever watched. And I don't say that lightly because I watch a lot of TV. Okay, and then for music, I had to get my laptop out to see my like playlist and like what I have listened to the most lately. And something I consistently listen to is the new Florence and the Machine album. How big, how blue, how beautiful, and I just think it's really great. So if you haven't checked that out, do. Alright, thank you guys for tuning in. Let me know if you've read any of the books that I mentioned today down in the comments, and I hope you guys have a nice day. See you later.